What's going on YouTube? So with today's video, I'm going to give you 10 amazing citrus bombs. But this is going to be the niche video. So I'm going to have a designer edition. Just not sure which one's going to go first, but let's just get into it right now. First fragrance, this is most certainly a citrus bomb. This brand, they do freshies incredibly well. I would say one of the best out there, but not the best. ACQUA di Parma, ARANCIA di CAPRI. I just don't know the pronunciation, but this here is such a delicious fragrance. There's lemon, orange, different citruses. I mean like loads of different citruses. There might be some tangerine, some grapefruit, whatever, bergamot. This is a citrus bomb, but there's also caramel and musk to it as well. So the caramel adds a bit of a sweet, playful touch, and I find that the caramel does kind of give it a bit of a unisex feel. This is a unisex fragrance, so the ladies can wear this with ease, including the men. But this is such a fresh, clean, kind of like out of the shower scent with caramel, and it dries down to a nice, clean musk. This is stellar. Longevity is 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 2, this brand. This brand is what is dominating this list. This brand does citruses best. ACQUA di Parma is a close second, but nobody has top spot like Atelier Cologne. Number 2, Atelier Cologne's Clementine, California. This stuff is just, oh my god, this stuff is delicious. You're gonna get mandarin, clementine, juniper berries, basil, star anise, and woods. This is a citrus bomb with some spices and some woods. You most certainly get that clementine. The clementine is front and center, just like the name itself. Oh my god, this stuff is so good. The only downfall with a lot of the Atelier fragrances, the Atelier citrus ones, is that they don't last long. I get about 4-5 hours at the most. Fragrance number 3, this brand I've plugged a lot in the last year, so we probably already know what that is, and that's going to be Bond number 9's, but this is Eau de New York. This is a 50 ml, so the 100 ml kind of looks like this, but this stuff here is just, oh lord. Neroli, bergamot, grapefruit, lemon verbena, jasmine, gardenia, and musk. This is very bright. You get that creamy neroli. This is very bright, zesty, like incredibly zesty. So you're definitely gonna get that grapefruit, but it does dry down to like a nice vetiver, musky base. This is very clean, crisp. This is a little bit more brighter than the other two just because of that grapefruit and that creamy neroli. But wow, this stuff is fantastic. This, I would say, is probably one of the more popular scents from Bond number 9 just because it's so easy to wear. It is unisex, so ladies can wear this one with ease. All the fragrances in this list are pretty much unisex, so either gender could wear it, no problem. This is a great weekend scent, I find, and longevity is 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 4, I don't have the bottle with me as I lent it to my friend Priyanka. So she's a fellow perfume reviewer, and boy, that fragrance, I wish I had it because geez, it's so good. But Creed's Asian Green Tea. You're gonna get lemon, neroli, blackcurrant, which adds something a little bit different, so you can definitely adds a fruity nuance. You're gonna get heliotrope, which adds a nice powdery touch, including violet. Throw in some musk, some mandarin, but also that green tea component. The green tea is very green, very up there, but like the main notes I find are the citruses, the heliotrope, and that green tea along with the blackcurrant. So this is just a great scent overall. This is unfortunately from their lesser known line, and I believe that Creed is discontinuing this line, maybe just because it doesn't get a lot of doesn't make a lot of sales. But it's a fantastic line. You got like vetiver geranium, Cèdre de Blanc, but my favorite by far is the Asian Green Tea. Longevity is 6 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 5, let's go back to the brand of Atelier, and this is going to be Orange Sanguine. This is pretty much just orange and citruses. This is very much like peeling an orange. just when you peel that orange and you put your face there, it's so incredibly authentic. It's very citrusy, but you're gonna get blood and bitter orange. You're also gonna get jasmine, geranium, and sandalwood. This for me is pretty much just citruses, some sandalwood, and a slight, like a very faint floral touch. It's really just a citrus bomb that's so incredibly authentic. It's bright, it's zesty. This will put a pep to your step. Longevity, 4 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 6 is from a very classy brand. This guy, whenever he puts something out, even if you don't like what he's putting out, you can't deny that there's a lot of quality to it. And the name itself, you're paying for the name, but you're also paying for the quality. Tom Ford Mandarino di AMALFI ACQUA. So this was a gift from my wife, and I think that this was a wedding gift. So actually, no, it was a wedding gift, because like she it's very hard to surprise me, and she spent a pretty penny on this. So this stuff is just sensational. I love their Neroli Portofino, but this stuff is better. You're gonna get green notes of basil, mint, loads of different citruses, something called shiso, which is a green herbaceous note as well, but also a musky dry down. It's a citrusy, green, herbaceous, musky dry down. That's all this is. This is so incredibly good. I've only worn this twice, so I can't really judge the performance. Some of the fragrances have been neutered, but this stuff, it just reapplies the days go by. But yeah, this stuff, definitely fantastic. Is it worth the price tag? It's really up to you. Fragrance number 7, let's go back to the brand of Atelier. As I said, Atelier is gonna dominate this list. Nobody does citruses better than them, but this one is gonna be Bergamote Soleil. So this was actually a gift from Daver, Fragrance Bros. So met Dave 4 years ago when we went to Menfluential, and he ended up giving me this one here. This was a great gift. Thank you, Dave, once again. So this is just very bright, very zesty. You're gonna get loads of bitter orange, a very bright Calabrian bergamot. You're gonna get some lavender, some Egyptian jasmine, which I don't really get a whole lot of white florals to this one here. Definitely musk with a slight vetiver. So for me, it's pretty much just loads of citrus, a little bit of lavender, a touch, like just a faint touch of white florals, and a musky dry down. So that's what this pretty much is. This is 4 to 5 hours, but this is, I would say that this one here is more tart and more bitter than the other two that I mentioned. This is just a little bit different. It's a little bit more sour, but it's incredibly good. Fragrance number 8, let's go with a designer luxury brand. Magnetic Cap. Sounds like a tase gun though. But this brand I plugged a lot a couple years ago. But Energizing ZEGNA's Sicilian Mandarin. They pride themselves on having like their own like bergamot and mandarin orchard, and they produce some great citrus fragrances. You got like Sicilian bergamot, Sicilian mandarin. Boy, there's another one which Mediterranean neroli. But with Sicilian mandarin, you're gonna get that Sicilian mandarin. You're also gonna get moss, Calabrian bergamot, which, as I stated, they do have their own orchard, but also petitgrain and mint. So this is a very bright, citrusy green scent with that petitgrain, but also the mint, and it does dry down to a nice musky base. I get musk when it comes to this fragrance here. Longevity is not bad, not great. You're spending a lot of money on these too. So I get about 6 to 7 hours at the most. Fragrance number 9, let's go back to the brand of Atelier, and this is the last one, I promise, all right? So number 10 is a heavy hitter, but number 9 is fantastic. Atelier Cologne's Pacific Lime. You're gonna get mint, eucalyptus, coconut, which is really nice, lime, but also Italian bergamot. I am not a big fan of eucalyptus, but in this it's actually quite nice. You get a creamy coconut, a nice green herbaceous mint, and the eucalyptus, and the lime in this, the Pacific lime, is just fantastic. This is like, I would say, my favorite from Atelier. Oh God, Jesus, like you most certainly get a creamy coconut. The coconut and the eucalyptus is what adds something really unusual and really interesting to a citrus scent. I find this one kind of stands out a little bit more when it comes to the Atelier citrus fragrances. Longevity, 4 to 5 hours. And fragrance number 10, let's finish it off with a very much loved niche brand. This brand, really, if you're a niche head, for the most part, you pretty much like the brand. But XERJOFF FIERO. This is my first XERJOFF, and it's probably not going to be my last, because the citrus fragrances that I smell, Renaissance and 1861, wow. This one, I only got this one because I got it for a really good price. I got mine off Fragrance Buy for like $90. I think it was like $80 to $90 for a 30 ml. But what you're gonna get out of this one, you're gonna get mint lemongrass, Calabrian bergamot, blood orange, tarragon, vetiver, but also neroli. So this is just like a creamy neroli, green mint and tarragon and loads of blood orange. This stuff also lasts a lot longer than all the other fragrances. Even though that some of these are eau de parfums, their staying power has nothing compared to this one here. This is 9 to 10 hours. Just so incredibly bright, effervescent, green. I would say that this one here is probably the most gentlemanly fragrance in this entire list. This is catered towards the men, but I find that the women can wear this with ease. And I believe that this one came out in like 2001 or 2002, but definitely not my last XERJOFF. So guys, we just come to the end of the video. I just gave you 10 niche citrus bombs for the summer of 2021. Any reviews that I've done from these brands, they will be in the description below. I have not touched upon all of these. These Ateliers I have not done. The Tom Ford I have not done. I will be doing those. I'm especially going to be trying to focus a little bit more on the Atelier fragrances, as I haven't reviewed a lot of them like from the brand, so I'm gonna have to change that, as they just do a lot of great scents. If you like this very video, make sure to give me one of these, and if you want to check out some other summertime fragrances, whether they're niche or summer designer luxuries, then check out these sides here. Guys, thank you for your time, take care, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.